Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Today we're going to do just kind of a random restoration, something interesting we find at the junkyard. So I'm going to kind of walk around here, take a poke, see if we can find something cool, and then we'll buy it and bring it back and see if we can take it back to its 100% state. This one's actually looking pretty interesting. Nissan GT-R. Yeah, we're going to pass. I just did a Nissan, but we'll hunt around and see what we can find. Kind of like this one. This is a Nissan Fairlady Z S30. From 1969. Never put one of these together. It is a factory yellow. We might even go with its original color here. It just looks pretty cool. Not much left of the engine. There's only 3 pieces there. It's up on little cement blocks here, so we're missing some rims. I can't really see down that side, but fairly well of a mess here. Lots of body parts missing and stuff like that. They want $4,800 for it, and it's already worth $5,600. Let us buy this and bring this back to the garage, and let's get started. We'll see you there. All right, so we got it from the front of the garage here. We pulled it over to the car wash. Let's get it washed up here. That'll help it look a lot better. We'll get it welded and get the interior detailed, and then we'll start ripping apart the suspension as usual. Let's kind of detail this here now. Gosh, it's not looking much better. The body is just a mess here too. But now the welding. The welding will do its trick here. Let's move it over to the first car lift. Break out the welder. Where is that? Right here. Move that to the Nissan. It's going to be expensive, I bet. Yep, $1,200. Kind of pricey. This will, I think, make it a lot better. Now, this right fender part here doesn't look like that's the original one. This, yeah, there's a lot of body parts and stuff like that. Let's get her up here. Actually, let's move this out of the way. Get that out. So let's raise her up here and we'll start ripping apart the suspension. This is going to be a lot of work and lots of pieces missing here. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff missing. This is going to be expensive to fix, I think, too, because most of these parts we'll have to buy new. But anyway, it's going to be a fun little project. So let's get this going here. We'll see you as we get stuff kind of ripped apart a little bit more here. Right, so that took about a minute to get these apart here. There really wasn't much going on. We're down now. Yep, there we go. Front suspension all taken apart. It probably took us a couple minutes. We'll switch over here to the back now. This will take a little bit longer. We do have one rim that we can work with. Not sure what kind of shape it's in, but we'll keep going here. Not a lot of pieces left on this one. So we'll use the frame, of course. Use the body parts we have, and we'll fix what we can. We'll just have to buy the rest. So the rear, particularly on the left side, had a lot more parts on it. So we've got some things to work with. A lot of these aren't repairable, though. But what can you do? It's going to be a fun little... I'm looking forward to see what this looks like. I haven't seen one of these yet in the game that's been in good condition here. So, okay, here we go. We got the suspension all ripped apart. There is nothing else. None of the exhaust pieces down here. Yep, that's the fuse box. We want that. Let's come over here now and... Anything we got to take apart in the engine? Yep, we got to get the gearbox off. So let's get the gearbox off, then we can pull the engine out and start rebuilding that. All right, so we got the gearbox off. Everything on the underside's taken out. Let's move over the engine crane, get the engine out, get it onto the engine stand, and then we'll start. I think we should be able to get this out, right? Pull that out. Yep. All right, so successfully got the engine out. Let's go over here now and take this down, break it apart. All right, so let's get our engine on the stand here. I think this is it, the i6, right? So, yep, that's the one we want. Not much left here. Let's start pulling stuff off of this. We'll get it broken down. Rocker arms. I don't think I've seen these before. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of these. It's going to take forever. Anyway, we'll get to it. My goodness, there's a lot of these engine rocker arms here. Oh, a lot of screws here, too. That's kind of cool. Love going by the sideways here. You can just... hold it down and they all come off unless there's a rusty one. All right, so we got everything off of that. Rocker arms are pretty much the only challenging part with that one. Let's come over now and start fixing what we can. I think there might not be so much, relatively speaking, but we'll get going here, see what we can do. All right, we got our parts fixed up. I hit most of the things, worked out pretty well. But I failed on a few. We're going to need to buy this engine block. So we'll get started here, buying parts and everything like that. I have to clear my shopping list here, but let's get our engine block on. There we go. Get the new one on. Now we'll start putting things on and we'll get going here. All right, we got the crankshaft in, got the piston rods in. We got the caps on the piston rods. we need 4 of these crankshaft bearing caps. We'll add those. Let's buy those and put them in. It's always kind of feel like a good step forward once we can get all the pistons in and get them in place with the crankshaft. That's always a kind of one of the tedious part, not tedious, but one of the detailed parts of an engine, especially if you've got an 8-cylinder. But this one's only 6, so it's going pretty fast here. This is a pretty cool engine. These rocker heads and these camshaft, this is very complicated here. I don't think, yeah, we couldn't fix these, and we need a lot of them. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2 for each piston, huh? Well, we'll get them in here. Alrighty, camshaft in. Alright, so we got a performance air filter. See if we can crank this up a little bit here. Kind of boost some performance on this one. I was able to get a 159 on a test lap around the racetrack. And to get the achievement, you need a 150. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I like that. I think it was, yeah, it was some kind of course, Aston Martin, but I don't remember what it was specifically that was in the game, but that was kind of fun. We got 159 with that one. That's the fastest we've got. Is this engine all together here? It can't be. Let's rotate it around here and take a look and see what we've got. I know we haven't put spark plugs in, so they've got to be here somewhere. There we are. These little spark plugs. Yep. I think we have a ton of these. Let's throw them in. There's got to be ignition coils on this older car somehow, right? Let's get these caps. 6 spark plugs all set and in. Let's get a little performance alternator on here as well. Should get us a little bit better performance. I doubt we have these belts. Yep. Alrighty. Got some more performance parts on here, and I think we might be done with this. Oh, no, we can put the flywheel and stuff like that on. We'll need a new one down here. Get it ready for the camshaft. Let's pull that back out. So yeah, we'll wrap this up and then we'll take the engine off here, put it back on the car. Alrighty, I think this is ready here. Let's just turn it around a little bit, see if there's anything to see on the sides here that we're missing. I think we got it all. Let's pop this off now and see if we can go drop it in the car. Success! Engine's in. Perfect. Not a bad start there at all. So let's go up now, get it on the jack here, and start rebuilding the underneath, the suspension, everything like that. This is going to be a lot of shopping because, again, there was not a lot of parts that we were able to repurpose here. This was one we were able to repair. Steering rack, you can't fix. We're going to buy that. So let's get that going. We'll keep cranking away here, though. This, fortunately, I don't know. It's hard to tell how complicated it was because there wasn't much left. So we'll keep at it. Alrighty, so the suspension is together. We got to get the shock absorbers put together. I bought the parts for them now, so let's go toss these together. We'll just give that a second to crank down. Probably just wait here for a moment. Get that off. Join these. There we go. And I think this is the last things we need for the suspension in the front here. So we're making progress. This right up in here. A couple little bolts. That goes on this side. Let's jump over to the other side here. Oops. Find it. There we go. Couple bolts. Perfect. Oh, we need this. We probably don't have these. Yep. So still some pieces to get. We'll keep driving along. Alrighty, I think the engine's looking good. The suspension in the front here is looking good. Time to move to the back and get busy with this. Let's add pieces and start building stuff up. Kind of flying through the back here. The back half actually had a lot of parts. We really didn't need to fix too many things or buy too many things. I mean, we had to buy some stuff, but not a ton here. Is this the front? Yeah, let's get to the back here. We've got to finish this up. I think these leaf springs to put on. There's that. What are we missing here? I got to put that arm in. Oh, got to add parts. Yeah, there we go. Now we should be able to see it. There, that's what we want to put in. I think we have to buy this too. Yep, that one's not good enough to fix. So we'll get this, but whoa, yep. So kind of driving along, doing pretty well. Fun little project. And we should have the rear suspension here done momentarily. Alrighty. Yep, I think... Oh, no, there's a leaf spring here, isn't there? Yeah, there we go. Leaf spring plate. And then this leaf spring U-bolt. We've got these pieces. should be the last pieces here, maybe? For the underbody on the suspension, I think we got it. Looking pretty good. Nice. All right, so if we pop out of here, we've got the front suspension done, the rear suspension done, the engine in. Let's get these exhaust parts going here. Click on this first. Let's get the exhaust pieces in. We're going to need a muffler. That. We're going to need a middle muffler, I know. Catalytic converter, and then front exhaust section. So let's buy all these 4 parts at once. We'll put those in. Alrighty, I think we got the exhaust done. While I was screwing around with the... oh, we just hit level 22. Nice. While I was screwing around with the rear suspension, I also put in the new fuel tank. That's pretty good. Let's get this gearbox in. I think that's all set to go. I'll get the under thing. We just probably need the drive shaft. Connect the gearbox to the rear axles. Yep, we need that. I don't think we had that. Yep, that was missing. Let's get this bought. Put that on. Alrighty. I think we might be close with the underside here. Get these 8 bolts in. Hold it in the back. 4. Hold it in the front. 4. Alrighty. Looking pretty good. I think the suspension's done here. I don't see anything soft white telling us that we're missing anything. And, oh, looks like, is that a bushing we're missing? Nope. I think we're good. Oh, let's put this starter in while we can. Don't have the parts. Might be the only thing we missed down here. Alright, exhaust system in, rear suspension in, front suspension in, engine in. Let's work on the tires. Now, I think we have to pull one of these off, because I think we could fix one of these rims, right? Fairlady Z, here we go. We only had one, but this will give us... we can at least see if we can fix this rim. Then we'll buy 3 others here. Let's only take a moment. I don't know how good the rim was. Rim was 12%, so that is not repairable. So let's go in now and buy these rims. We'll need all 4 of them. All right, so here we go. Here are the 4 rims that we'll need, and they are a 14 for size and ETO 0. So that should work. Let's get these 4. Then we need to go to the tire shop, and these were vintage tire B, I think it is. Right there should work. We need 4 of these. They are 14s, and they're pretty narrow. 195, the aspect ratio of 70. All right, let's get 4 of those. Let's go over and put the tires together. All right. Whoops. Nope. Put them on. There we go. So, I was thinking, I mentioned in the last episode, I was talking about the Junkyard Challenge, and I was actually thinking about what kind of car might make the most sense for doing that. And what I was thinking is something pretty generic with a 4-cylinder engine and a relatively simple engine at that. So, and I'm also something that's probably going to be used by a lot of different cars. So I'm thinking like an i4 engine, I think, is pretty common. So that's the plan anyway. So that the basic idea then would be, so if cars come in for repairs, we're going to be able to find a lot of cars that we can steal the old parts from and just throw them on our junker car to see if we can get the thing just to work. Just to be able to go around the racetrack once and not kind of explode. Last tire here. Gotta balance this. There we go. We'll keep going until we get these ready and we'll start throwing them on the car. Alright, we got one rim on. These rims are pretty cool. Let's pop these off. Let's get the other 4 on. Alright, making progress. The body's pretty beat up still. We got all the stuff around the engine to work on, but suspensions, engine, tires on. Alright, before we do that, let's go over here. We did level up, and we have 5 skill points. So how should we spend them? This would cost exactly 5. Strong R is increased mounting speed by 45%. Let's do, or Eagle Eye, let's do this one here. Fast hands. We'll get that one going. Unlock, hold. So we are now, screw speed is 160%. We're getting some faster stuff going on here. Let's get this down. Then we want to build all this stuff. Let's get all the body parts off. Strip all these off. Strip these apart. And then we'll see if we can put together all the stuff surrounding the engine. We don't need this anymore. Get it out of the way. There we go. It looks like it comes across. There must be anything else in the front there. Nope. All right, we'll take the left door off. So this was a yellow car with a lot of blue pieces to it, which is kind of odd. There we go. Let's get the license plate off. Get the right tail light out. Is that it? I think that might be it, huh? Oh, we should get the inside stuff out too. Rip these apart here. Get the old steering wheel off. Get the right seat out. The left seat out. Excellent. So now if we look at this, we should see the status. Interior is 25%. I'm not sure why, but the body's 1% because we've taken everything off of it. Good. Parts are 91%. Yeah, because we have all the pieces around the engine put together. But starting to look pretty good. Let's go see if we can fix these body parts while we're here. Always fun. Boom. Got it. All right. Oof, just 2 parts to fix. The body's pretty beat up. So we're going to have to buy everything else for the body. That's a lot. But anyway, let's jump in and get these pieces going around the engine here. So we're going to need a brake servo. Just kind of dropping them into the shopping list. We're going to need radiator C. We're going to need... Oh, we got to take that apart. Let's go pop the fuse box apart here. I think we can fix the fuse box too. Anything else that we missed to take apart? We got it. All right. Let's start putting this back together. Actually, let's go fix what we can for parts here. Then we'll start to put it back together. That's the only thing we can fix. Yeah. All right, so we got most of the stuff around the engine. There isn't something like power steering fluid and stuff like that, so pretty simple for this part here. Let's get all these little fuses in. The cover on. We probably have to buy this. Oops. And then I think we might be in pretty good shape to start throwing body parts on here. All right, yeah, the air filter's on the engine. Radiator's there. Battery can go in. Okay. Got that in. I think we might be good on parts. Let's see what it says for car status here. 98% on parts. What are we missing? What are we missing? Clip B. For what? Oh, there's a distributor distributor cap in here. Where was that? It is right here. And those distributor caps have clips on them. I'm sure they do, right? Yep, right there. Clip B. So let's buy those clips, get those on. Probably electronics too, right? What am I doing? Shopping list. Clip B. Nope. Regular parts. There they are. I think those are the last 2 pieces we might need then. I'm glad I remembered that. The first time that happened, gosh, it took me forever to figure out what it was. And then where it was, because it just tells you the clips are there. But, all right, so now how about it? 100% parts, 100% of frame, interior. Let's get that going, and then we'll put the body together, and then we should be ready to go. All right, let's get the steering wheel in here. We picked up 100% parts for this. Get the front right seat in. Front left seat in. Perfect. Great. Now, I think if we kick out of this and check... What am I doing? There we go. And if we kick out of this, we should see, yep, interior is 100%, frame 100%, parts 100%. Time to work on the body. It's looking pretty yellow here, too. I kind of like this color. All right, we'll get started here. All right, we made our first pass using the parts that we had. Pretty much just this door, which is a different color, and the front left fender. That's the only thing that we really had. So we've got all the other stuff on the shopping list. We'll buy them, and then let's put this car back together. All right, we got our first pass of parts here. Let's get these things on. Stock black, it works out fine. Some of these headlights in, front bumpers on. Just throwing stuff on here that we can. Got a windshield. Yep, gonna have to go a second pass, too, because I think we don't have everything on our list. Might have missed a couple things, but... in all the parts go. Looking so good so far. Gotta figure out where we're gonna get our license plate from here again. So far, so good. Add that. Front right fender. Add that. Then we're gonna need to... oh, here's the... we don't have right side mirrors this, do. Nope. Have a left side mirror? Nope. We gotta buy the left side mirrors pretty much. Then right headlight. than that, I think we're doing pretty well. Nope, we don't have that. All right, so let's get these last parts. All right, we got the last pieces here that we needed. Might be missing something, but it'll tell us as soon as we go here. Kind of like where these mirrors are. That's pretty cool. Right side door window in. Get the left side door window in. Yep, everything's in. Is that 100%? Except for the license plates? 86%. What are we missing here? We are missing some things. Trunk window. Okay, and the front license. Okay, so we just got to get license plates and this trunk window, and then we're ready. Let's get that onto our list. Peek this up here. Shopping list, trunk window, 257 credits. Get it on discount. Toss that in. Good. And now let's go to the license plate store and see what we'll do for license plates for this one. Another Japanese. Oh, this is kind of cool. Aomori Ken green. Actually, let's do Aomori custom. Nope, let's do a different prefecture here. Mieiken. Mieiken. That's cool. Let's do that. Perfect. 2 of those. On they go. Let's get that. Nice. Let's get our front license plate on. All right. Nice. Looking pretty good. Are we at 100%? We are 100% all around. All right. Let's get this. Oh, no, let's put the body fluids in. And, oh, that's cool. I didn't realize it opened that way. Okay, so we'll get some fluids in here. Then we will go over and paint it. All right. All the fluids in. Let's get this down and off we go to the paint shop. Oh, actually, let's align the wheels first. So we definitely want to get this to the test run here. Test path. Yep, there we go. So we'll get these wheels aligned. Oops, didn't want to do that. Alrighty, let's try this again. There we go. Attempt number 2. Watch the ditch. Alright, these are way out of line, aren't they? Straighten these out real quick. It's another thing that in real life, I'm sure it's a lot more time consuming than this. These are really out of line when you put them on, aren't they? Okay. There we go. Everything's aligned. Perfect. All right. I was originally thinking this yellow looks pretty cool, but not sure I'm there anymore. Let's see what we can do. Factory color. Factory color. Let's see. How does that look? Actually, yeah, that looks pretty cool, huh? We could change the gloss here. Solid. Yeah, I think after a little bit of deliberation, we're going to go with the factory color solid, and we're going to paint it that one. 1,000 credits. Let's get this down here. Now let's take it out front, take a picture of it, then off we go, and to test it on the racetrack. All right, engine sounds good. Pretty good there. Let's close that up, and I think we're ready. Off we go. All right, we'll get accelerating here. Here we go. Now, a record 159. Oops, gotta hit the gas. There we go. It's odd with the steering wheel on the other side here. This one, again, we did add some performance parts to it. Let's see what we get for some times here. Yeah, the car doesn't have quite the pickup that some of the art cars had. So we're at, what, 217, I think is going to be our best. And I think that's about what we're going to be able to get out of it here. I'm sure we could get faster, but we're not going to get 150 with the way it is. I think we probably have to put some race tires on these cars or something like that to see if we can get down to a faster speed, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, back to our hometown here. How do we get out of here? There we go. Back to the garage, and let's call this one a wrap. I think pretty good. Nice little project there. Oh, we got to check to see how much the car is worth, and then I think we should be set to wrap this one up. Yeah, so we made good progress. That was a fun little project. Took about an hour to do. I kind of like this car, but I think we're going to sell this one for sure. Car status, how much is it worth? 67,000 profit, 72,000 sell value. We bought it for 4,800. We probably spent a pretty good chunk of money on parts, but still very profitable as always to restore cars like this. If you've enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and let me know if there's a car you'd like to see us restore like this, and we'll see you again sometime soon. Thanks very much for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye.